Thanks, Mel. And Mike, that's good for business, right? Construction, that
Sure.
gets things rolling.
Well, we'll see if people can navigate what's going on in the markets today, because yesterday was just full of potholes, we'll say. Devo, we're coming off quite the slump for stocks in the Monday trade. A little bit of a bounce back this morning. Everybody, though, in the U.S. at least, on the markets, worried about U.S. and China trade. A lot of this was computer-driven, let's face it. That 600-point plunge for the Dow and a 3.5% drop for the NASDAQ, that doesn't just occur because everybody's sitting at home in front of their computers hitting the sell button. Computer algorithms certainly in effect here. But again, this morning, seeing a little bit of a bounce. Cooler heads prevailing. Will it last? We'll see. It's volatile right now. That has certainly been the case for much of the month of May.
And you kind of gave us that spoiler alert yesterday saying that this was going to happen.
Well, yeah, as soon as you start hearing about tariffs going up substantially from, the U.S. against China and then coming back the other way, consumer prices are going to go up. Companies are going to have to adjust. It's going to lead to a slowdown in global trading activities. The question is, how long does it last? When does it actually take effect? We still don't actually have a specified date for these tariffs to go into place. And how does the trickle effect go through the economy? So, I mean, it's an adjustment. We had seen markets hit records, and then everybody kind of, people who were looking for an excuse to sell got it with that escalation of the trade battle.
And speaking of selling, everyone's selling off Uber and Lyft, right?
These were supposed to be the most high-profile stock sales of the year. Uber and Lyft went public. Lyft 6 weeks ago, Uber just last Friday. All they've done is lose money for investors. Some say, though, this is maybe a sign of the top of a market when you've got companies that are saying, we're not going to make any money, and this is and no prospects to do so. Is that a signal that maybe things were getting a little bit ahead of themselves and companies are just coming to market because they can rather than should they to raise capital and taking investors along for the ride, shall we say, for both Uber and Lyft. But yeah, Uber's down something like it was down again yesterday by almost 10%. So I mean, it's kind of a mess. Maybe a bounce today.
That's it. And very quickly, Bitcoin. Yes. We talked about it going up again yesterday.
Yeah,
it went up again.
$8 grand this morning. It started the year at 3,500. I don't know how you base any type of actual selling or buying of goods on something that is that volatile, but we like to track it just because it goes up and down like a yo-yo and it's fun to watch.
So ridiculous. All right. Yeah. Thanks so much, Mike. Have a great day.
You too.